There we go. Now I'm off mute. Liam can come off mute, and so can anybody else. But hello, everyone. How is it going?
So I don't have a name, do I?
Yes, I know. we are live on the Argyle Way. Like I said, we usually done these as video uploads, but we didn't have enough time to do this as a video upload, and now we're doing this as a stream. We might end up making this as a stream more often now, so this will probably be now we're doing these as streams, and obviously we're going to keep it separate from our previews, of course, and obviously our reviews stay the same. Our reviews always stay the same, but we're going to do these as we're doing these as streams now, and of course as well we are going to be doing our previews as normal, like we usually did them. So we're going to get straight into it today. We've got Liam and Dow with us today. Absolutely.
Good morning.
Yep, it's going to be a great stream. No Jack.
Hello, Andrew, by the way. How's your brother William?
Lovely. But Jack's obviously not with us today. He's very busy, and Harvey England is at work, so that is very, very understandable. But it's going to be a great stream. We're probably going to be aiming for around. I won't probably say too long. It'll probably be around 45. If we can try and aim between 30 to 45 minutes, that'll be absolutely great. We're already 7 minutes in.
Nice.
If we go a little bit longer, then it's understandable.
We're not 7 minutes in, are we? The intro took about 5 minutes of it.
Yeah, who cares?
And play FIFA at the same time, Liam, would be marvellous. I want to get them done tonight. All right, cool.
Yeah, fair enough. But it's going to be a great stream. I hope you all enjoy this stream. Basically,
I need to listen to your voice message anyway, so 2 seconds.
Predictions stream, so get ready for it.
Yeah.
It's going to be a very, very. It's going to be an action-packed. It's going to be an action-packed stream. We're going to be obviously doing our predictions, and if you can, Liam, can you send me Jack's, if that's okay, and message Harvey England in the chat to tell him to put his predictions in there. So that would be absolutely wonderful. But whilst you're doing that, I am going to get the championship games up for Saturday, and we will start going through them one by one. So it's going to be a very, very decent stream tonight. So hopefully we can get some people in there. That would be absolutely fantastic. But the preview tomorrow is going to be very exciting, as of course Nyland is obviously Nyland playing against us because he's injured. So unlucky to him.
Yeah.
So there you go. But it's going to be a very, very good preview tomorrow. Hopefully we could try and get a guest on. He has yeah.
E.
He has E on any surname. I don't.
I'd never guess.
All right, nice, fair enough. But let's get straight into the predictions. So let's get the website up. Obviously, the same website we use is FootMob, so of course we are going to use that. I need to get rid of these other tabs as well before we actually go in. Okay. Boom. Oh, I moved it too far up. And then share screen. There we go. All right. And ta-da, there we go. And we have got our screen up, and we will go through them one by one. And from what I'm seeing, 3 12:30 kickoffs. Great.
Take your
pick, really. Take your pick. You know what I mean? Take your pick. But we're going to go from in the FootMob order.
Can't say it's boring.
Make sure, Liam, when you write them down, they're in FootMob order, which it's easier. It's then easier for me because then I'm going to be going through them.
Mate, I did it in Flash Score order anyway, so it should be in order.
I don't care about Flash Score. I care more about FootMob. So there we go. But first game for this stream, it's going to be a very action-packed one, as obviously we're going to be looking at Birmingham City first. Oh, obviously we lost to them last week, and it was an absolutely
shows how poor they are. Going to beat Cardiff.
Yeah, fair enough.
So there we go.
Yep. But to be honest though, it's in the Carabao Cup, so they probably won't even give a shit. So that's all you need to say about that.
Still counts.
Not really, because it's not in the league. So there you go. But Birmingham City, after beating Plymouth Argyle last week and in the last minute, they have had a very, very decent start to this season, and right now they could be a team that we need to keep an eye on for this season, as most of their players are playing very well. Obviously, Siriki Dembele and Ethan they didn't play last week, but even without them, they still got the result that they wanted. And right now, they're looking at a very, very dangerous team. And can a team like Millwall stop them? Obviously, Millwall so far, if you're looking at how they've played so far this season, they're 11th in the league on 6 points, and they've had an all right start. They have had an all right start, but obviously one of them wins was 1-0 win against Middlesbrough, and you could say obviously Middlesbrough not playing very well, but the other win that Millwall did get, if you're going to look at it, here we go. Obviously 1-0 win to Middlesbrough. They lost 4-0 to Reading.
Look at the thing.
1-0 loss to Bristol City, then 3-1 to Norwich, and then beating Stoke 1-0. So, who wants to go first for this? Do you want to go
it's
first?
a tough one.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine, Liam. No problem.
Yeah, that should work.
Where is everyone? Harvey England is not here today. Obviously, he's working, and then Jack is very, very busy with stuff. So, you can't really say anything else about that. But
yes,
you want to start first, Liam?
Yeah, I've got 2-1 Birmingham and Scott Hogan to score.
Scott Hogan. Obviously, last week in the Birmingham City game, you went for a Plymouth. Did you go for a Plymouth player by any chance?
Yeah. This guy.
Hot
dog. Yeah, fair enough. But
who is that? Who actually is the person that's in that photo?
I don't know. I don't have a clue.
I don't know. It's just a random geezer.
It's not Ryan Hardy.
Random geezer.
So
we don't know.
It's not Ryan Hardy.
Imagine if it was Jack.
To be honest with you, knowing Harvey would probably be able to Photoshop it so that it looks like Ryan Hardy on the hot dog.
Yeah, go on. See if we can do that. That'd be great.
That would be fantastic. And by the way, as well, a little bit of news as well for obviously the membership side of things. We have edited our membership slightly. We've now only got 2 memberships now, as obviously we realised that it's a little ridiculous having 4 as a starter. 2 level memberships is fine enough, and I feel like £3.99 is the highest we've gone for now, and that makes perfect sense for the future of this channel and the foreseeable future as well. If we do end up planning on bringing another level in, we can. But for now, we are going to stick it as 2, as it's a lot more reasonable and it makes more sense. So
Right.
we still got the emotes. We still got the emotes. Don't worry about that. So
right. Thanks very much, Harvey. It's time now for the weather forecast with Daryl Johnson. That's going to be a lovely warm day with loads of sunny.
No, we're not. No, we're not. But what you? So obviously, Liam, you went for 2-1 Birmingham City.
Yeah.
Fair enough. And Scott Hogan, I thought you would have gone for like someone like actually, to be honest,
Stansfield.
I would have gone for someone like Miyoshi, but Scott Hogan is understandable. What about you, Dawaz? You'll be added to Argyle Way.
Stansfield. I don't think so.
That really pissed you off, didn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad enough. It's bad enough losing last minute, but to have played at your rival.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's difficult, really, because for me, I think Birmingham at the moment, Birmingham seem to be doing okay at home. Obviously, despite losing in the Carabao Cup, but I think really, if you're a team like Birmingham City, who are one of the favourites to go down and the situation that they were in, I think really same goes really for Argyle, really. I think you'd want to focus probably more on the league and making sure you survive relegation, etc. I'm not saying Birmingham will. I'm not saying either of you will get relegated or be in that battle, but you never know these days because you were both like sort of top 6 favourites or whatever to actually get relegated. Really, mainly because of Birmingham, mainly because of their sort of financial situation. But obviously now they've got Tom Brady in the club. Obviously that's changed a little bit, but. Really, I think if you have a club that's certainly if you're newly promoted or you're struggling like Birmingham City are and obviously yous, I think really you want to focus more on the league, and that's probably what Birmingham City are doing. Millwall are a very strong outfit. That when they played against the Borough, they were really, really good. I thought they were unlucky to lose against Bristol City, but they're turning things around. They're actually doing rather well at the moment, I think, compared to last couple of seasons. So it's a tough one for this, really, because I think Birmingham at home have the slight upper hand, but Millwall are pretty decent away as well. So really, I think this has a draw written all over this. I think I'm sort of the same with the other guys in the chat, really.
Well, obviously, one of them in particular.
I can either see
this name.
Well, I can either see it being a draw or Millwall just slightly edging it out. So, and this is the first game of this. I'm already struggling to predict it. This is the thing. The game's unpredictable sometimes. I think if I'm going to go for anything, I am probably going to go for, well, believe it or not, I'm going to go for 2-2.
Fair enough. It could happen. Any score could happen, really. But Birmingham, you do expect a draw coming soon for Millwall or Birmingham City. That is an understandable one. Have you got goals? Well, who's your goal scorer in particular? Scott Hogan, by any chance?
No, I don't want to be boring like Liam. I want to go for someone else.
Fair enough. I think that's the first time that Liam's predicted Scott Hogan, if I'm sure.
No, he normally does go for Scott Hogan.
Oh, really? Oh,
the only one who ever scores. I predicted him the other day, but I don't think I barely I don't think he even played, did he, against you? Duke.
Yeah.
Djukovic.
I don't know if the
the
Duke even
bench,
played
if
for
I'm
you
sure.
against you. Mm.
I might. He might have come off the bench.
He certainly didn't score against you. I don't think Stansfield probably won't score any more goals now until
He got
there's,
he got the assist for Stansfield's
he got the
goal.
assist for the right. Oh,
He was only on
I'll
the
go
pitch
with
for 9 minutes.
I'll go with the Duke.
Fair enough. This is a hard one really because Birmingham they look a decent outfit this season and their team's playing very, very well and they're playing a very, very good system. And they look a very dangerous team. And against a Millwall side that's also can be dangerous at sometimes, but I probably might go for a draw as well because both teams look kind of the same the way they play. I'm gonna go for a 1-1 result. I do feel like that could end up being on the cards. Goal scorer wise, I will probably go for it's either Miyoshi or Keshi Anderson, I think.
Oh, Keshi Anderson as well. He's been he was brilliant. He's been brilliant.
Yeah, he's been fantastic. I'm gonna go for Keshi Anderson as he's had a fantastic start for Birmingham City this season, and the way he played against us, he caused us so much danger on that his side. He was absolutely brilliant. But it's going to be a fantastic game. It's going to be very, very. It's going to be a good game to watch as an early kickoff as well. All right, but next one, and this is on Sky Sports main event: Sunderland Southampton. Obviously, Bauer doesn't like Sunderland, so
but you know what I'm going for.
Yeah. I already know who you're going for, yeah. But you might as well just say all your results now, if you know the result.
I've got 3-1 Southampton.
There you go.
Can't even remember.
Che Adams.
I'm trying to
Che
remember.
Adams is gone, mate.
Oh yeah. Armstrong.
I'd probably go for Armstrong.
Oh yeah, Che Adams has gone.
Yeah, Che Adams is gone.
I forgot about that as well. I've put him in. I put 2-1 Saints.
And you can't go for Nathan Teller as well. I'm going for a Dozy again. I'm being that boring.
Saints.
Or I might go Alcaraz. It's either Alcaraz, Adam Armstrong, or a Dozy.
No, I'm going Teller.
Caelan's going 3-2 Southampton. Fair enough. That's a Desmond, that one. Okay. All right.
What's a Desmond?
All right, he moved. But I'm going to go for 2-0 Southampton. I think this will be a draw. Fair enough.
As long as Sunderland don't win, I couldn't care.
Yeah, but I'm going to go for 2-0 Southampton. I will go for Adozi to score. He's probably my likely goal scorer right now. Who are you going for then, Dale? As this probably will be a quick one.
Nathan Teller.
He's gone as well.
Has he?
Yeah, he's on the Bayer Leverkusen.
Oh, dear. Okay.
Desmond 2-0. Okay.
Oh, well, that's gone well then. Oh, I've just changed my goal score to Teller, so I'm going to have to change it again. Armstrong then.
Yeah, Adam Armstrong, fair enough.
I didn't realise they'd both gone.
Yeah, they both went.
Oh, sad shit.
Got me, you'll be saying Letitia next. Yeah, you'll be saying Matt Letitia. Oh, he hasn't been at the club for
he hasn't been at the club for how many years?
25 years, yeah. Something like that.
I think I'm going to say Matt Letitia. Don't think so.
But Southampton, obviously, a lot of people can say they've had a very lucky start, but they've had an unbeaten start. They have been
lucky against us, put it that way.
They have been clinical with their games.
Well, in fairness, they battered you all second half. So
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, they battered you all second half. So really, they deserve to win it in that second half.
And then Sunderland 18th right now. We'll see how they get on in the next game. But the last out of the 3 12:30 kickoffs, Swansea versus Bristol City. Swansea City versus Bristol City. Two
Swansea
teams
against
right
Bristol,
now
yeah.
who are... they're both in the bottom half of the table. Bristol City are on 5 points, and Swansea are still searching for their first win of the season. Obviously, their last
This will
4
be a
games,
game.
they lost to West Brom, drew to Coventry, and lost to Preston. And then obviously they lost to Bournemouth, but they're in the Prem, so there you go. And I think they drew to somebody else, but I can't remember who else they drew.
Bristol City have won this season, didn't they?
Yeah, Bristol City have won. They beat.
Yeah, I was going to say.
They scored a last-minute overhead kick at Millwall.
Sure.
But obviously, Bristol City still trying to recover from losing their young star Alex Scott. But right now, 5 points from the first 4 games. If you're a team that's looking to battle it out with the top teams this season in the top half, it's not the best of starts, but could they bounce back against Swansea City, who are still searching for their first win of the season? But do I think Swansea could win this game? They could possibly. I could see them winning this game.
So could Bristol.
It's going to be a tough one. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think. Bristol to win, fair enough. 2-2 draw. But I'm gonna go for a Swansea win this time. I am gonna go for a 1-0. And I'm gonna go for this is the hard one because I've already predicted Jerry Yates too many times. And I can't predict him again. Which is kind of annoying. Who started in the last game?
Players.
No shit, Sherlock. Cullen, Ashby. I might go for somebody different. I'm going to go for Charlie Patino. I'm going to go for somebody different. And what are you going for, Liam?
2-1 to Swansea and Jerry Yates to score.
Fair enough.
I'm predicting him, so.
Yeah, no problem. And what are you going for, Daryl?
I think I went 2-2 in my actual predictions. Yeah, I've gone 2-2. Who to score, though? Could be anyone, really. Mm-hmm. Both teams have got... I mean, I would have said, if he was playing and he hadn't gone to Leeds, I would have said Joel Pillow. But obviously, he's left now and he's gone to the dirty buggers down the road. Mm-hmm. So it's difficult, really. It's difficult to say now because obviously, well, we're at the end of the transfer window, to be honest, now, because there's no guarantees that some of the players that we name will actually still be at Swansea by Saturday. I'm lost already. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with
You could go Naki Wells.
You could go for Naki Wells.
I'm not gonna go with Naki Wells, I don't think. I think if I'm gonna go with anyone, I'm gonna go with Jamie Parson.
Fair enough.
Could be anyone, yes, though. Mate, it's difficult to predict goals. Do you realise how difficult it is to predict goal scorers?
It is, yeah.
especially if you're like me, who hasn't kept an eye on the bloody championship news for the last couple of days because I've been busy, and then realised that people have pissed off somewhere else.
I found the new Liam in the chat, and I actually kind of like it.
Yeah,
that's nice.
Really, really like. And now we finally got past the 12:30 kickoff games, and the first one for the 3 o'clock games is Coventry City versus Watford. Two sides really who are near around the same position, 1 point apart from each other. Coventry, same as Bristol City, they're on 5 points, but with a 2+ goal difference. And they've had the last 3 games, they have been unbeaten against Middlesbrough, Swansea, and Sunderland.
They just get lucky against us.
and obviously relying on Godden and other players as well. But with Watford, they've had a very. This is their worst start to a Championship season in quite a long time. If I'm going to say right now, you would, and I would have thought that Watford would have had a much better start, but no, they played very poorly and losing against Blackburn at home. And I watched the game; they were very poor. They didn't put their chances away, and it's not looking great for them. But what do I see from this game? I'm pushing more towards a Coventry win. That's what I feel.
Yeah, that's what I've gone for.
Yeah. Do you think that as well, Liam? If that's what you've gone for in your prediction?
Oh, well, I've gone Coventry win, yeah.
Yeah. Score and goal scorer and why?
Did I go 2-1 Coventry? I just need to double check.
Well, I'll tell you mine anyway. I went for 1-0 Coventry, I think. It's one of those games that I think is going to be relatively tight.
Yeah, 2-1 Coventry and Godden.
Yeah, same goal scorer.
Yep,
it's going to be a tight game, and then Matty Godden will just probably... Coventry are known, certainly last season, for scoring last-minute goals. So it wouldn't shock me if Matty Godden scores late on. But I think Coventry are going to struggle now because obviously they've lost... they lost the two best players, Gustavo Hamer and Victor Gyökeres. So really, I think they're going to be rather reliant on Matty Godden.
Yeah.
For a lot of the season.
And it's going to be a tough season for... It's going to be a tough season for them, obviously, without them two main players. Right now, they are doing all right. 5 points in the first 4 games is not a bad start. But if they want to be in near the same position where they were last season, they'll have to push a little bit more harder. But it's going to be a struggle against a Watford team. It's Watford team.
Hey, Liam.
But I am going to go for a 2-1 win for Coventry. I am going to go for a 2-1 win. And of course, I am going to go for Godden to score. So there you go. Caitlin's got
By the way, we're still here. We're just
enough.
playing squad battles at the same time. So if you hear Liam Wage, then that's why.
Yeah. And Caitlin's gone for 0-0.
Pass.
I think that's the first 0-0 I've seen from someone. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I was debating with 0-0, but I just thought, Coventry always find a way. Normally.
Yeah, they always do it. They always find a
good start. This
way, don't they? All right. Our next one.
Oh God.
And Ipswich Town versus Cardiff City. Well then, I think we might know what this result might possibly be. I think we might know what this result might possibly be.
I don't
Ipswich,
think we put
the last time they faced Cardiff was back in 2018, losing 1-0 at home, and then 2017 losing 3-1 away from home. Two sides right now who have, well, if you're a Cardiff fan right now, you wouldn't be at all pleased, but obviously winning in the last game against Sheffield Wednesday got them their first win of the season, and it's good. It's a good, and that's really got them pushing now for more points in this season. Obviously, Ugbo has been their massive reliant striker this season. And then you look at Ipswich, who are on 9 points this season in 6th, and they've been massively reliant on most of their team. And most of their team have played very, very well. Even without their injured keeper, Christian Walton, and Donatian as well. But Ipswich, I most likely see winning this game. It most likely will probably be Ipswich, who comes up top as well. Do you think that as well, Liam? And what have you gone for? Excuse me. A bloody throat.
Is he muted or?
No, Liam's just too focused.
Oh, whatever.
Well, I've got my phone on lock screen and still should come through.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't, mate.
That's daft then.
Well, no, it doesn't because you're not because technically, if you got your lock screen on, your class is not on the app. That's normal.
Yeah, 2-0 Ipswich in Chaplin.
Yeah. Fairs. And then what have you gone for, Daryl? I think you've probably most likely gone for an Ipswich win.
Yes. Yep, but this will surprise you. 4-0.
4-0.
Kind of doesn't surprise me in a way. I can see it.
Liam surprised at 4-0. Have you seen Cardiff's defence? Have you seen Cardiff's defence? They conceded to Wednesday, who are garbage.
Have you seen? Have you seen Cardiff's attack? Like, you know,
it's garbage.
Their reliant striker Ugbo. That's probably the and obviously they have got Aaron Ramsey.
He gets injured down, so you know.
But I'm going to go for 3. Yeah, I'm going to go for 3-1. I do think Cardiff will score, but I don't think they'll be strong enough to beat Ipswich.
No, we've got
for Chaplin. I'm going to go for somebody different this time. I am going to go for Chaplin. I think I went for either Hurst. I think Hurst is injured as well, actually, speaking of it. So I'm going to Chaplin or Broadhead, but I'm game this time. But it's going to be a very, very good game for both of these teams.
It's always him.
And hello, why am I getting emails? Piss off. I don't know why I'm getting mails. Go away.
Could be worse. You could have females instead.
Yeah, we've got he's offside.
He's on.
We move. Next game, Leeds versus Sheffield Wednesday. I think most likely everyone presumes this will be another loss for Sheffield Wednesday, as right now they have been absolutely poor and they've lost every single of the last 4 games, and coming up against a Leeds United side who have really strengthened their team in the past week or so.
Yeah.
And looks like a team that could be quickly up, coming up on the rise right now. I'm going to say mine now. I'm just going to say 4-1. There you go. Jesus. I'm going to say 4-1.
Yeah, I mean, it's... to be honest, though, this is a Yorkshire derby. Well, it's West Yorkshire versus North Yorkshire, really. Versus South Yorkshire, beg your pardon. In a way, this is a Yorkshire derby.
Right, and that's all Liam's got to say. And that's all Liam's got 5-1. I was thinking of pushing it. That's all Liam's got to say about that. I'll go 5-1.
Oh.
And I'll go for Wilfred Nonto to score.
Really, I think the likes of Joel Pirro and the players that Leeds have signed this week, I mean, they've made some decent signings, I've got to say.
Welcome to a game of FIFA where Allison dies before the ball's even shot.
It's on the room, actually.
Whoever.
Liam, you put me off there. I can't remember what I was saying now. Oh, yeah, the likes of Joel Pirro will want to prove himself to the Leeds fans. And I don't know whether he'll start or whether he'll come off the bench. I think if you've got the talent of Joel Pirro, you start him. So, really, I reckon he'll score against him. I reckon Joel Pirro will score against Sheffield Wednesday, and I'm going to say 3-0. I don't see Wednesday getting close to scoring.
Fair.
Doing well here.
Yeah. And what did you go? Did you say your score, Liam?
No, I didn't. I said, but I'm going to say it anyway. 2-0 Leeds.
And your goal? Oh, and your goal scorer, because I didn't hear it. Sorry.
Nonto.
There you go.
Isn't he supposed to be leaving them?
Nonto.
Wasn't he supposed to be leaving them? Because there was some
massive he's decided to stay now after he's had talks with the manager.
Oh, right. If he could understand what he was saying.
Yeah. Alfie Fletcher's gone for 3-1 Southampton and 4-0 Leeds. Fair enough. Alfie, if you haven't joined our Discord server, by the way, and if you want to take part in our weekly prediction contest, it's in the link in the description below. You can join our Discord, or I'll post the link to the Discord. Post a link to the Discord in the chat if you want to join our weekly prediction contest. There will be 1 week where we will be doing a giveaway for our prints, obviously sponsored by Pilgrim Prints, of course. If you are If you are an
And
Argyle
winner
fan as
is
well,
Liam
you'll probably
Martin.
want one of them, but a custom one for anybody else. There you go.
What I was trying to say, I was saying I'd rather listen to Daniel Fark than try and understand what Marcelo Bielsa was going on about.
Yes.
Because if
You're
you didn't
not wrong.
understand Spanish, then you were screwed. I'd be saying to him, well, it doesn't matter what you say, mate. It all sounds like Klingon to me.
Yeah.
Good call.
And there you go,
Yeah, I've
Chad.
gone
There
free
is the link to the
kills.
Discord in the chat, in the YouTube live chat. If you want to join and take part in our weekly
In the
prediction
Discord chat,
contest,
did you just say?
it's right there for you. Next game, and obviously when I finish these, I'm gonna post. You're gonna have to post me. You're gonna have to message me, Liam, Jack's, and then yours as well, and then try.
It's already in the Insta chat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all right.
To be honest with you, mate, I'll have forgotten my predictions by the end of the stream.
Okay, no problem. All right.
So we're right now.
Next one, Leicester versus Hull.
See,
let's
this
just
is a
get this one
difficult one,
done
Alex.
ASAP, shall we?
I'm going to shock you.
Really?
Originally, I was going to go for 1-1.
Well, you got to remember as well, 2 fans injured now, so.
Good.
But because he's injured, it means it's probably going to be 2-1 Leicester. But I don't think Leicester. I still don't think Leicester will win the league. Being honest.
Fair enough.
Get that.
It's not because I want. It's not
2-1
because I need
Leicester,
Southampton to
Darryl.
win the league for me bet. But I just think genuinely, I don't think they will.
Who's your goal scorer as well?
Oh,
5-0
sorry.
Leicester.
5-0. No, I mean, Hull aren't that bad.
Nah, Hull weren't that bad. No. But Liam, what's yours?
Same.
3-1 Leicester and Mabadidi.
Mabadidi, yeah.
Yeah.
Mabadidly doodly. And I'm gonna go for.
No.
I am gonna go for. I probably will go for 1-0. I think it will be a tight one. It will probably be a 1-0 edger, and to score, I am going to go for Dewsbury Hall again.
That's exactly who I was. That's exactly who I was going to say. Just to spice things up, but instead you've said him so. But I'm still going to go anyway.
Well, you can predict anybody, so there you go.
Oh, right, that's a good name for a player. Anybody.
Yeah, you can predict anyone. So there you go.
I'm Chris Smalling.
Chris Smalling. Next one. This is for Darryl. This Middlesbrough versus QPR.
God help us.
If you don't beat QPR, there's something wrong.
Mate, this has a this has 1-1 written all over.
Good pass on Chris Smalling.
This has a draw written all over. No one bother.
Obviously, QPR with getting their first win of the season against Cardiff. I think it was a couple of weeks ago now. And Middlesbrough are still searching for their first win of the season.
We have made about, I don't even know how many signings we made. Freaking 12 signings. Made a million. We've turned into Nottingham Forest. With like a million different signings. And the thing is that I think a lot of the signings I think a lot of players just still haven't gelled together properly. I think that's the issue. And obviously, you mean, I don't know how many I don't know if we'll see the likes of Lewis O'Brien, who we just signed today, whether he'll start, whether Sam Greenwood, who we've just signed today as well, will start. I don't know, to be honest. It's a tough one. So, and QPR with us, we don't have we have lost to QPR on a few occasions in the past. So it's not the easiest of ones for us. But I say, hopefully, it would be typical me to be going on holiday and miss Bo's first win of the season. So, but I'm hoping for our sake that we can actually get a win. And at least some bloody goals rather than missing sitters from like 2 yards. Like Silvera did the other day. Like Silvera did the other week and missed 2 sitters. That's game over.
Yeah.
Knew I should have put this on world class because I knew we'd lose.
But what have you gone for, Liam?
2-1 Borough and Crooks to score.
Crooks. I'm just gonna go for 1-1. I think it's gonna be 1-0. Sorry, not 1-0. Yeah, 1-0. I can't decide. I was going to go for 1-0, I think, because it's going to be one of those games that both teams are going to miss like a million opportunities, and then hopefully we might pop up with a winning goal. It's about time we won a game, to be honest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I will go for a 2. I'm going to go for a 2-1. I think it will be a tight game. Obviously, like that I said, it will probably be a tight game. These QPR have only won one game this season, and Middlesbrough are still searching for that first.
90 minutes of garbage watching that Millwall game. God, I was like, I've had more entertaining craps than this.
Fairs. And I will go for
It's a joke,
Silvera to score.
I don't enjoy having a crap.
I will go for Silvera to score.
Go on.
I probably won't think Crooks will score in this game. And then obviously, Plymouth Argyle versus Blackburn.
Oh dear.
If you want to do it now, Liam, or we could save it for the preview, it's up to you.
I can say it now if you want me to. Oh, stupid pass!
I would like to save it for the preview, but it's up to you, anyways.
Yeah,
I would just say yours first, to be honest, Harvey, because otherwise you're not going to really get.
All right, we'll just say it then. But I was going to go for I was going to go for a 1-0 win, anyways, to Argyle.
Yeah,
because I think this will be a very, very tight game.
Last chance.
Very, very tight game. Not good. The last time we faced against Blackburn, we won 2-0.
Why didn't you bully it?
Happy days. But obviously Niall Ennis isn't playing. But I am going to go for I will go for Ballymena this time. Somebody different. And who are you two going for?
Lose the last game.
2-1 Argyle and Hardy.
Hardy again.
Yeah. Unfortunately for you, I did have a feeling this will happen.
I did originally go for a draw, but a 2-0 win. But with our defence, we can concede any goal, so I suppose I went 2-1.
I'm going to world class this one.
Yeah.
On the ledge after that. Unfortunately for you, and I know the likes of Liam and Jack are going to be a bit miffed by this. But I've gone 1-1, and as much as I hope this doesn't happen, I just have a feeling, knowing your backline, that this probably will happen. Is Blackburn will level in the 93rd? I just have a bad feeling that you'll concede this last minute again.
I just hope we don't.
I don't know why. It's just the way your defence is at the minute. Just your defence just seems to switch off like at the last moment. I mean, I'm hoping for you that isn't the case, because it'd be nice for you to beat a team like Blackburn. You know, don't forget they're coming into this game on the back of a bloody 8-0 though. So,
oh gee whiz, against Blackburn, against Harrogate.
Blackburn versus Blackburn.
They won 8-0 against the reserve squad.
Against Harrogate.
Yeah.
Hey,
nice result.
That still counts as a win.
Yeah, true. Still counts as a win.
They could find goals from anywhere, to be honest with you. Well, ideally by putting the ball in the net, you know. So.
Oh, for ball keepers, yeah, definitely. Jesus.
And I'm gonna go. Obviously, I did say 1-0 and Ballymena to score, so fair enough.
This
and then 3 more to go. Next one. Let's just get this one done. Just say your scores now, lads. Say your scores now.
3-0 and Row.
There you go.
4-0 Norwich and Josh Sargent.
Yeah. And I'm going to say 3-0 and Josh Sargent as well. There you go.
We
don't no other explanation needed, chat. Let's just move on.
Mustard FC is bloody Nick Muller goes on about.
By the way, is this world class?
Yes.
Next one, Stoke versus Preston. Preston right now have had probably one of their best starts of the season in quite a while. They are on 10 points in their first 4 games. They are unbeaten right now. Very, very good start for obviously Ryan Lowe's side.
Snake.
But right now, but obviously will be playing against a Stoke City side who have won 2 games and lost twice against Watford and beaten as well West Brom. It's going to be a tight one to predict. Both of these teams are looking to keep on their decent streak and stay in the top half of the table. I think it could possibly be a Stoke edger. I'm going to go for a Stoke edger. I'm going to say 2. I'm going to say 2-1. I'm going to say 2-1. If I'm going to say a score, and I haven't gone for. Did I go for this guy before? No, I didn't predict him last week. I think. But who did Stoke play? Who did Stoke play recently?
What's your prediction of?
They played Millwall. There you go. I went for 2-1 Stoke.
Yeah, same. That's what I've got.
Yep. And
this is a hard one actually because. Oh, apologies. I've actually given you the wrong predictions for me because I thought I'd put Blackburn 1-1 and turns out I've put 2 on Argyle with Whittaker.
Fair enough.
I don't know. I wasn't even looking at the predictions.
But I'm for 2-1 Stoke. It's tough the goal scorer though. It's either Vidigal or Will Keane.
I've gone Vidigal.
Yeah, Vinegar. Check how many times we've
Vidigal.
Oh, I thought you said vinegar.
No.
We'll have to check how many times we've predicted him. But did you predict somebody else last week?
Say again?
Did you predict Vidigal 2 weeks in the last 2 weeks?
To be honest, why wouldn't you predict Vidigal? Why wouldn't you predict Vidigal when the form he's on?
But I am going to go for... It's tough.
You stupid German.
I'm going Will Keane. Will Keane.
Thanks.
And then what have you got now?
It's a tough one, this, isn't it? Because as much as I was originally going to go for Stoke to win like 3-1 or something, but got to remember that Preston do have a good record against Stoke. So I think Stoke will. I still think Stoke will win, but I reckon it'll be 3-2.
Right in the face.
And I
don't know. Right in the face.
Oh, that's a good player. I've never heard of him before.
I've never heard of him before.
And a bit boring, but you can't not predict Vidigal.
Yeah,
just for the form he's on. He is an incredible form to start off with.
Mm-hmm.
Good view of under the chairs.
He's been fantastic for Stoke so far this season, and I feel like he will end up continuing. And then the final one, West Brom versus Huddersfield Town. Where do we start with Huddersfield, really? 1 point. It's 1 point so far in their first 4 games. Is very, very poor. Losing to Plymouth Argyle, losing to Leicester, drawing to Middlesbrough, and then losing 4-0 to Norwich. Absolutely piss poor so far for them this season. And coming up against West Brom, who have got 7 points from their first 4 games. And
you don't need date of birth to get onto Discord. You don't need your date of birth for Discord unless you're making an account. Unless you're creating an account, then maybe it should accept your date of birth. Unless you put it in wrong. Oh, if you put maybe like just a number 95 or whatever the year, you have to put 1995. You have to put the full date of birth. So mine would be 1607 2002. Because if you put 160702, it sometimes doesn't work on different apps. Yeah. So unless you've done it wrong, then I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Unless Discord just doesn't like you,
or unless you're too young. I don't think you're too young for Discord, actually.
Well, not if his brother makes books.
Never know. But
mate, he's just going to get. You're just going to get this whole stream, I'm afraid, mate.
But for West Brom, I am going to go for a. I'm going to go for a 3-1 win for West Brom. And
who's Wet Bum?
I said West Brom.
Even me and Liam just went Wet Bum.
I said West Brom. Thank you very much. And good night. And Thomas Asante to score. There we go. What's yours, Liam?
What you like to do on a Saturday night's up to you, mate.
That's the way you want to put it. All right. What have you gone for, Liam?
2-0 West Brom and Asante to score.
Asante as well.
Yeah.
And then to end it off,
3-1 West Brom and Asante, to be honest.
Go way.
Asante, fair enough.
Go way.
All of these games. This is probably one of the toughest weeks to predict. If I'm honestly going to say,
it is difficult. Some of
very
these games are
week.
a bit. There's good. I think
Obviously
there'll be quite a
some
few.
games are
There'll
easy.
be a few draws probably this weekend, even though we haven't predicted.
I can see a couple of draws. Yeah. Why is it showing the Premier League table? Fuck off! I don't care about that. But the championship table I care about so far. Let's have a look at that before we finish off. Obviously,
no, I don't want to see the table. Thanks.
Yeah, we're looking at it. So there you go.
I think we're like bottom of the league. It's like the first time. This is the first season where I've actually not looked at our position in the table because I just don't want to.
But obviously, so far this season, Leicester top of the league with 4 wins out of 4. Expected as always. They're very, 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 very strong team and easily probably
No, I don't want to do that.
If I'm honestly going to say, Ipswich in 6th, Southampton in 4th, and there are some surprising teams in the top half. And then the bottom half of the table, Leeds in the bottom half. I don't think they'll be in the bottom half for long.
At least we're not bottom.
Argyle, obviously, where we are in 16th. Go on, Liam, you can say it.
If I'm not 16th.
There you go.
At least we've got more points than Sheffield Wednesday.
And then Wednesday.
1 point.
Wednesday with
it's still one more point than them
so far this season. Very, very poor start for them, and still searching for their first point. But there's some teams that are still searching for their first win. There you go.
Indeed.
But that is it for today's stream. It's been 55 minutes. It's been a very, very good stream today, and
55 minutes, including your 7-minute intro.
Yeah,
5.
Well, it was 7 by the time you actually got on the camera.
Not too bad.
Oh, when we were doing the whole game, why did we not use this?
Yeah, Muddle the Tigers, yeah.
Mauled by the Janner.
Mold by the Janner, yeah. All right, can we get that off our screen? Nice. Thank you all so much for watching the stream today. Hope you all enjoy. Tomorrow will be the preview for the Blackburn Rovers game. We will. It's going to be a very, very exciting. Have we got a Blackburn Rovers fan, Liam?
I don't know. You'll have to ask Mr. Fordwood about that.
Mr. Fordwood. You'll have to message him, which will probably be.
Oh, bye.
Oh yeah. Bye. There you go.
I just did that so I could hear you leave and going, oh, bye, because I knew you would.
Yeah, no problem. But we will see you next time. It is for the Blackburn Rovers preview, and then after it will be the review. But so far the season has been an absolutely brilliant start to this season. Oh, not only for Argyle as well, but for the Argyle Way channel. Thank you all so much for subscribing, liking our videos, and giving us amazing support. Simple as that. We'll see you in the next video stream. Goodbye. And usually Jack would do our outro, but he's not here today, so it's just a bye from me and a bye from
Bye.
Bye.
There you go. Bye.
Bye.
When they pull on the green, they're all Janners.